In your daily routine, it's really helpful if you start your day off clarifying what your priorities are. And often we inherit priorities from weeks or months earlier, that when we get to the specific day, we look at our calendar and it's filled up with meetings and things that don't actually need to happen and are actually taking us away from what most needs to happen. So starting each day, starting each week, before we go into the week on a Monday morning, getting clear about what we need to do the week ahead, and then at the end of the week on a Friday, reflecting back about how our time was spent and grokking lessons learned about what we would do differently so that we can do it differently the next week. And the other piece that I think is really important is to notice the activities that we're doing that we feel pulled towards, that we lose track of time on, we even get into a flow state with, as opposed to the activities that we are procrastinating and anxious about or don't even want to deal with. Because over time, ideally, we want to be spending more of our work life in what we're best at, in our zone of excellence. And finding people on the team who are excellent at the things that we might not be. So it really becomes a group effort and a real collaboration around purpose and understanding what each individual is bringing to the team. In How We Work, I talk about a number of different tools that women can use to help them create the lives that they want to live. So one of the tools that I talk about is being clear about where our attention is so that we're putting it on the place that it's most helpful and where it needs to be. And this is a training. We can get better at keeping our attention on work when we're at work, and then we can get better at the transitions to our lives at home. One of the little hacks that I have for myself, I have young children and they love seasonal decorations. So changing what we have on our front door, because it's something different, it grabs my attention and I use it as the reminder that I'm transitioning from work. I'm showing up at home and I don't want to walk in the door preoccupied. I want to walk in the door and be available to them. So setting up rhythms in our day and reminders for ourselves so that we can make the transition more easily, relying on rituals that fit with our work, commute, and so on.